everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop. At the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dontari Poe getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second down now after the sack. Wilson. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flushed out right, and some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4. Here's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
Here's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, don't do anything.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 14 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On second down, here's Ryan. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Rolls. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, and about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, this is Rawls. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Rawls. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On first down, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, You motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Ryan on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Back now here on EA Sports. Begins with a run by Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The play clock's running down. Now Ryan on 1st down. And no escape escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Freeman again. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Freeman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
It finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They go again with Rawls. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.